What's going on? It's your favorite little cousin Johnny, and I'm basically teaching you how to fade out your hair in the easiest way possible, I know. So, there's a first, I'm going to give you all the steps that I do, and you're going to get your fade following these steps. There's many different other ways to fade out your hair, but this is how I do it. I use this for my drop fades, skin fades, every fade there is, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use these steps right here. The hardest part about the fade is actually blending it. So that's why you pay your $20, your $30, your $50 to your barber, because they blend in that fade well. So my first step is to set the guideline with your trimmer. Then I'm gonna go to no guard closed, taking out my guideline with the trimmer. After I go to no guard closed, I'm doing my first step in the fading process with the no guard open, following it with the one guard closed. After that, I'm coming with the one guard open, and I'm finishing it with the half guard. Like I said, the hardest part is blending the fade. So I can give you representation of my fade here. Actually, when I was shooting this video, my phone died on me, so this is why I'm doing the video this way. So I say about right here was where I had my guideline at with my trimmers, and this is where I put my first guideline or whatever. Then I came in with the no guard closed, and I basically took out this guideline. I took this part out here. After I took out that part, I came in with the no guard open, and you can see this area right here. I gave this haircut, I gave myself a 7 out of 10 because you can still see my guidelines on my back fade and my side fades wasn't good, but everything else was fine. But I'm actually glad I did this, so now you guys can see the transitions. So this is the no guard open. Then I came in with the one guard closed right here in this area, and I finished it off with the one guard open. So for my indicators for me to stop pushing up the fade, as far as my back of my neck, I use this point right here on my ears. Now I'm going to show y'all how I do my side fades. Sometimes I do a low side fade or I do a high fade. Depends on my mood. But I actually did a low fade here, and it didn't really come out as good. But I'm going to still show you the steps for the side fade and high fade. So I set in my guideline here with my trimmers, and I take this out with the no guard closed until about right here. I actually kind of push it up to meet with this line I have on my head. So on my low fade, I do it in this kind of a half circle region. Try to keep it, I guess you can say it's a little lower. Try to keep it as low as I can. I come in with the one guard open, then with the one guard closed, well, the no guard open, then the no guard closed in this area right here, then finishing off with the one guard open, then taking out this line with the half guard. Be careful with the half guard that you just taking out the line and you're not going up too far, because you're going to actually end up cutting a lot more hair than you intended to. And so you really need to be careful with the half guard. Now I'm going to show y'all a representation on my head so y'all can see what I do when I'm cutting my hair. First, we have here me setting the guideline with my trimmers on the back of my neck. You can see where I'm starting at. This is actually where I would start at if I would be cutting my hair for real. Right here, I'm coming in with the no guard close, and I'm just taking out that bottom line that I just did with my trimmers. So the set guideline, and as you can see, I'm using the last 5 teeth, I guess you can say, on my clipper. And I actually picked this up because when I'm cutting my hair by myself, it's harder for me to make it even. So I noticed if I just use the last 5 teeth on the clipper, depending on the side, it makes it easier for me. Also take into account here that I'm scooping up. So I'm coming under the line and I'm scooping up. I'm not trying to take too much off of it. Now I'm coming in with the no guard open. And this is where I start doing the fading process. And as you can see, that is where I start my fade, actually. That part of my ear. And I go about an inch up when I do this process. Now I'm coming in with the one guard close and just doing the same process. Creating guidelines and taking them out or blending them out. And I go a little bit higher with my no guard close. Coming to the end of this haircut, I got the one guard open, and I usually finish this part around, I have like a little scoop in the back of my head, so that's where I finish out my scoop. Or you can see where the ends of my glasses are. So those are 2 indicators that I use. Or you can use the tip of the inner ear. And as usual, I use the last 5 kind of razors on my clippers to finish out this cut. Finishing it off, I had the half guard, and what I'm gonna do with this half guard is I'm gonna go from closed to basically move my way all the way down the open in increments, as you can see here. Don't forget with the half guard to be very careful, and you're just taking out that bottom line. I use really the last 2 teeth of my clippers to take out this bottom line. I just come underneath it. I really don't go too much into it because it takes out a lot of hair. Thank you for watching this video. I hope your haircut comes out mad dope. If you like it, add me on Instagram and I'll repost it. Peace. It's your favorite little cousin.